Okay, question 4. It's another pattern, but this time is khuluma arithmetic or the linear pattern. So this linear pattern sithola grade 10, siyaphinde sithole naka grade 12, but we take it a step further into ama series as well. For grade 11 it's just a linear pattern, usayisolva njengaka grade 10. So ivela from this November 2019, November 2016 question paper, mathematics paper 1. If we're interested in watching amanye videos for this question paper, check out the description box of this video. So 4.1, given the linear pattern 18, 14, 10, something, 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 all the way up to infinity. 4.1.1, write down the fourth term. So this is one of the common questions ukuma patterns, linear pattern, quadratic pattern, are common ama questions afana nala where to uthole the next term. So lana sifuna the fourth term, 4.1, 4.1.1, sifuna the fourth term. So the fourth term sithola ngalendlela le. A linear pattern in a first common difference, unlike a quadratic pattern, which is a second common difference. So this is our pattern 18, 14, 10. So the difference between it's minus 4, minus 4. 14, keeper 18, sala minus 4. 10, keeper 14, sala minus 4. So that's why I need a linear pattern as a first common difference, because of the difference in journey. The first difference is common. That's a characteristic for a linear pattern. So sifuna u-T4 bheka ke la u-T4, since this is T1, this is T2, lona ubani u-T3. bheka ke u-T2 umthola ngo-T1 as well as the common difference. 18 plus minus 4 isinikeza ubani 14. 14 plus a negative 4 isinikeza ubani u10. So ngiyazi ukuthi the difference between u-T4, right, which is unknown, yiyo lesifunayo, the difference between u-T4 no T3, it's still going to be minus 4 since it's constant throughout. So lana sizothi 10 plus minus 4 answer ubani u6 la. So it means our T4 is equal to bani 6. So basically, in order to tolerate the next term, kumele subtract ubani u4 on the previous one. So T1 subtract 4 is total 14, T2 subtract 4 is total 10, T3 subtract 4 ngithola ubani u-T4. So the T4 is equal to 6. 4.1.2, determine a formula for the general term of the pattern. So in a linear pattern, for a linear pattern, the general term is calculated as Tn equal to A plus in bracket n minus 1 times D. All right. A will represent the first term in your pattern. So the first term ubani 18, it means that A ubani 18, and then the D is the common difference. The common difference, right? So siyabona ukuthi common difference yethu ubani negative 4 as well as ubani negative 4. I just substitute and then simplify. Then Tn is equal to A negative 18 plus, and then D ubani negative 4. I just substituted, and then you multiply by the negative 4 inside the bracket. You tola this 18 minus 4n plus 4. Since minus 4 times n times the positive, like it's negative 4n. The negative 4n times negative 1 is total positive 4, right? So therefore the 4 and the 18 are like terms. Now ngahlanganisa ngithola minus 22. So answer is 22 minus 4n. So this is the nth term 4.1.3. Which term of the pattern will have a value of minus 70? Again, this is the end term of our linear pattern, right? Then I end term for this above this linear pattern. All right, so now Tn is equal to 22 minus 4n. Sifuna ukwazi ukuthi which term in the pattern has a value of minus 70. So ngifuna ukwazi ukuthi le pattern nayichubeka term number bani ozoba ne value of minus 70. Is it T16? We don't know. Is it T17? We don't know. We cannot estimate. So senzani, we substitute lo minus 70 into the end term. So like no Tn khona ngiyofaka 70 and then I calculate for n so that we can find out to minus 70 term number one in our pattern. So we transpose the 22 to the left hand side, give no minus 70 subtract 22 equal to minus 4n. Minus 70 minus 22, it's minus 92, equal to minus 4. Then you divide both sides by minus 4. Lo minus 4 cancel lo minus 4. Then you sala no negative 92 divided by 4, that's 23, so it's equal to n. So the 23rd term has a value of minus 70. So T23 has a value of negative 70. Answer yethu ke le ku 4.1.3. Okay, lana ke ku 4.1.4. But if this linear pattern forms the first differences of a quadratic pattern Qn, determine the difference between Q509 and Q510. All right, let's assume that this is our quadratic pattern. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5. The pattern yethu iyaqhubeka all the way up to infinity, but I just decided ukuyiqinisa la ku Q5. And then lapha kuleyalo kanje, on this statement basically bathi kithi the first differences, angisho siyazi a quadratic pattern has a second common difference. There's also a first difference, right? So bheka ke bathi the first differences of this quadratic pattern in question, the Qn quadratic pattern, has the same or forms, or but the linear pattern forms the first differences of this quadratic pattern. So bheka ke manje lo 18, 14, 10 nalo 16 as lo 6 as i-4 term yethu, bathi the first differences of the quadratic pattern lena sinikezwa ilelo kanje le ile linear pattern. So the linear pattern is the first differences of this quadratic pattern. Now bathi sithole the first difference between Q510 and 509. Bheka ke manje mina I see a pattern la. Ngibona i-pattern la, na i-pattern engibonayo mina. Uma ngisubtracta u-Q1, uma ngisubtracta u-Q2 no-Q1 ngithola T1 which is the first term of the linear pattern. And then ngisubtracta u-Q3 no-Q2 ngithola ubani u-T2 which is the second term in this linear pattern. Ngiyaqhubeka futhi nangisubtracta u-Q4 no-Q3 ngithola ubani u-T3, right? Ngithola ubani u-T3. Therefore it means that nangisubtracta u-510 no-509, take a guess, kuyoba u-term number bani in our linear pattern? Take a guess. Cabanga nje, cabanga for a moment. Cabanga nangaba uyithola mbolala. Okay, is equal to 510. 9. Bheka the pattern la. Q1 T1, Q2 T2, Q3 T T3. Hence ngithi lana Q509 uzoba T509. So term 509 is the first difference between U509 and Q510. So therefore, in other words, kwamele sicalculate ubani term 509. So sebenzisa this n term to calculate term 509. So therefore kuzoba the first difference between term 510 no 509 in the quadratic pattern. So answer yethu la kuzoba equal to 22 minus 4 times 509 equal to, it's minus 2014. Answer, it's minus 2014. 2014 answer yethu ke. So siyaku 4.2. But first kwamele ngi-erase lana. Alright, now labathi ku 4.2, a quadratic pattern has a constant second difference of 2, and babuya bathi T5 and T19 they are both equal to 29. Ku 4.2.1, but does this pattern have a minimum or maximum value? Justify the answer. Alright, now 4.2.1, we know that in a quadratic pattern, quadratic pattern. Yes, a quadratic pattern has a minimum or a maximum value. For the fact that Tn is equal to an squared plus bn plus c. This is a quadratic equation or a parabola. Yes, right? And if UA are less than 0 or UA are negative, we have a maximum. UA nangabe less than 0, we have a maximum value. And then if UA are greater than 0, we have a minimum value. Now the question is, do we have a minimum or a maximum? That's the question. We either have a minimum or a maximum. So in other words, we have to calculate i-value kabani ka A, right? Iyo i-value ka A ezositshela ukuthi we have a minimum or a maximum. Now bheka ke manje. U-A usakhumbula simcalculate njani in a quadratic pattern. In a quadratic pattern, the 2 times A is equal to the common difference. Since basiphile common difference ubani u2. Now the 2A or 2 times A is always equal to the second common difference. Now divide both sides by 2, ngithola ukuthi A is equal to 1. And then uthatha ukubheka la, the A is in fact positive 1. The A is a positive 1. So it means what? If A are greater than 0, we have a minimum. So therefore this thing or this pattern, so I conclude as it this pattern has a minimum value. Has a minimum value based on our argument, right? 4.2.2. 4.2.2, but it determine an expression for the n term in the form Tn equal to an squared plus bn plus c. So basically it's for the n term for this pattern, right? So information is now, it's the common difference. T5 equal to T17, they are both equal to 29. So lana izoba a bit long anyana, so ngizodinga uku-erase again so that we can perform the calculation. So let's do that. Alright, now 4.2.2, sifuna the expression for the n term in the form tn an squared plus bn plus c. Now, as check the data or the information abasiphe yona, we just calculated that a is equal to 1. So we derive this from the fact that the common difference is 2, and then 2a, 2 times a is equal to the second common difference, right, in a quadratic pattern. So now divide both sides by 2, to a is equal to 1. And then we have about t5 is equal to 29. And then again, t17 is also equal to 29, meaning t5 and t17 are both equal. So about the equation or the expression for the n term in the form tn equal to an squared plus bn plus c. Right, since I don't have the whole or the entire quadratic pattern for Lagu 4.2, I'm only given bits of information to calculate the n term. So since you know a is substitute, right? The a is 1 an squared plus bn plus c. So now I want, okay, I need to find b nobani no c, right? So I need b nobani no c. In other words, I need a simultaneous equation to find ubani b no c. Thanks to t5 as well as t17, we can substitute these values into the equation yethu lana to calculate our b and c. So for the first equation number 1 ngizothi ke, let's use t5. So t5 equal to 1, lagno n khona ngiyofaka ubani 5, so it's 5 squared plus b 5 plus bani c. We simplify further, t5 for 29 equal to 1 times 5 squared, it's 25, plus 5b plus bani c, right, plus c ngay simplify further lana ngithi 29 minus 25 minus 25 is equal to 5b plus bani c. 29 minus 25 it's 20, not 24 but 4. Now it's going to be equal to 4. 5b plus bani c gives us equation number 1. And then the second equation is pure bani, yes, t17. So t17 is ubani equation number 2. Now t17 is equal to 1, lagno n khona sila substitute la, so faku 17 squared plus b 17 plus bani plus c, and then lana it's 29. 17 squared 17 squared as he calculated 17 squared is what is 289. So lana it's 289 my plus 17b plus c and then we simplify further again. City 29 minus 289 289 equal to 17b plus c. So 29 plus 289 is 260 plus minus 260, but a special, yes, it's minus 260 equal to 17b plus c. Equation number 2. Then lana ke it's either ungasebenzisa a substitution method or elimination method. I think the simplest one lana kuzoba the substitution the elimination method. When to equation 1, now equation 1 4 equal to 5b plus c. Now equation 2, so ngabhala side by side lama equations, equal to 17b plus bani c. So the elimination method ngithi ngifuna uku-eliminate ubani labu c, then ngisale nobani no b, or vice versa, but it's easier to eliminate to c than ubani than b. So we eliminate to c in this case. So ngithatha equation 1 ngimsubtracta no equation 2. 4 minus negative 264 subtract negative 260 is equal to 264. So the left hand side we subtract the left hand side on equation 1, we subtract the left hand side on equation 2, and then you do the same for the right hand side, but make sure go to subtract out b no b, or subtract my like terms, I think shonjalo, equal to 5b subtract 17b, you allow minus 12b. C subtract c, they cancel each other out. Then the elimination comes here la we see, that's where we eliminate c no c, so that ngisale ne variable a1 ngizokwazi ukuyi-solve le equation. So simultaneous equation, you want to solve ama variables one at a time. So 264 divided by minus 12, answer is negative 22. Negative 22 equal to when I cancel when I b. So this is the value for b, and then being your substitute either with equation 2 or equation 1, so that I can find a value kabani ka c. But let's use equation 1. With equation 1, then I substitute ubani b. Let's go. 4 equal to 5. Where there's b ngifaka ubani negative 22 plus c. So 5 times negative 22 is equal to negative 110 plus c. Transpose c, transpose this 110, 4 plus 110 is equal to c. So it's 1114 equal to bani c. So this is the value for c. So therefore my tn, the n term is over equal to a ubani 1, so it's n squared. B ubani negative 22, so it's negative 22n plus 114, which is the value for bani for c. So this is the nth term for this quadratic pattern. So yeah, question 4 uphelela lana. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching. Nanga we enjoy this video, you know what to do, man. Come on, like, share. Now the question, let us discuss in the comment section. Ushare labangani bakho, ungabi selfish. Haha. Yeah, so thanks for watching. In the description box kunama links amanye ongawabheka for other videos engiwacreatile for this question paper. So for now, asibonane on the next video. Bye bye guys, and thanks for watching.